We've now been working together for a year. We started working with each other at the Light and Land exhibition, which I'll come on to a little bit more in a moment. We then developed an inkjet paper with you and for your style of work. Tell me a little bit, what does it mean to you to be part of the Fotospeed Signature range?
Well, it matters to me that I should have a paper that's entirely depend on, that's completely reliable, and I know that if I open a box a year ago, it'll be the same box that I open the following year. I particularly like the way the inks are laid down, I think is the term, on the paper. I very much like using this loop, which I used to use for transparencies, little knowing that I was soon going to be looking at my Platinum Etching paper through it, just to see the way the inks migrate. And in this case, they migrate very, very little. And I just love that they go straight down into the fibre of the paper, job done.
Last 2 years we've worked together on Year of the Print with Light and Land and Fotospeed up at the Mall Galleries. What's the feedback and how's that been, and what's the future for that?
Year of the Print, we rather wished we'd called it the print, but it was a very exciting time because it gave photographers who had hitherto never printed anything ever and had only seen their images on tablets or monitors, it gave them the opportunity to reveal their photographic style in exactly the way they should be revealed and shared with a wider community, which was in print form. And so it was a wonderfully exciting period for them to be able to see the way in which the viewer of their images could relish the more subtle nuances. Very, very exciting time. And we're going to have another Year of the Print or some such title in 2017. It's going to be very exciting.
Look forward to it. Why is recognising your images in print so important to you?
Recognising an image in print is incredibly important to me simply because I cannot accept the fact that its last viewing, as it were, is to be seen with transmitted light on a tablet or a monitor. It just is it's not a finale to all the investment and all the time and all the nurturing and all the love that has gone into producing the photograph. So a print is the finale. There is no other way, and I will never accept anyone else telling me that the best way of seeing an image is on a tablet. It's short-lived, it's transitory, and it simply does not allow the viewer to really, really engage fully with the image, which is what, after all, the photographer who made the image would wish that viewer to do.
We were talking earlier about Silent Exchange, one of your personal exhibitions or exhibitions of your personal work. I'd like you just to talk me through what is one of my favourite images from that exhibition, which I think you have just here, the Artois, France.
Yes, it's a photograph that I particularly like. I remember feeling rather melancholic on that day, I don't mind admitting. It was cold, there was a wonderful hoarfrost, and I came across this little dwelling with a very vibrant roof, and the green was really luminous, and I liked that hugely. And I felt that it had an expression which all little houses do have on the whole, and it expressed itself from right to left. I like the path. I like the way it sort of beckoned the viewer to come along and have a look at I like the way it beckoned the viewer to travel along with their eye to the very end of the path. And I also like the fact that about 5 minutes later, the sun came up and the hoarfrost vanished in a matter of just a couple of minutes. It was just an extraordinary phenomenon. So that image gives me great pleasure, and it's a solitary element within the photograph, and I think I identify with that very much indeed, and it's hugely popular in the exhibition.
I can completely understand why. Yeah, it's one of my favourite from your exhibition. So as I understand, Landscape Photographer of the Year is now in its 10th year. 2016 will be its 10th edition. tell me a little bit about Landscape Photographer of the Year and the grand plans you have over the coming 12 to 24 months.
Well, I'm very proud of Landscape Photographer of the Year, partly because it gives an opportunity for photographers to really reveal their immense talent, and this is talking about photographers from all over the world who come to the UK to celebrate the wonder and the beauty and the diversity of the UK landscape. And I am able to see through their eyes parts of the UK that I've never been to, in all honesty. And I think one of the great joys about it is that every year there's an accompanying book, but even better, there's an accompanying exhibition. And that appeals to me enormously. And I'm very much hoping that the 10th year will be the most exciting of years, because it's the 10th anniversary, and I'm hoping that we will be able to exhibit the very best images that have come into Take a View Landscape Photographer of the Year over the past 10 years into a wonderful, ravishing exhibition that will take place in Beijing in China. And I very much hope that Fotospeed will participate in this marvellous project. So it's really exciting. We're developing the ideas now. We've got meetings coming up, and I think it would be a marvellous opportunity for Visit Britain, who are our partners, to say to the Chinese, here is our country, photographed by some of the finest photographers in the world. Come to see the country for yourself, and let's hope that's what the end product will amount to.
I think that would be incredible, seeing 10 years worth of landscape images printed, hopefully on a variety of different medias, and taken around the world, and starting in China would be truly fantastic. We look forward to being a part of it.
A tour would be superb.